Hello, welcome, and welcome back to my channel once more. So today I'm going to do something like a motivation, something like sharing an idea, like a story time to motivate you or guide you, because I always believe in sometimes fate aligning by, or like your subconscious guiding you, something like that, or just God. I don't know what you believe in, but sometimes you gotta stop thinking so hard, like what should I really do about this situation, and just let things flow, just let God do it for you, yeah, or let your subconscious just guide you. So my name is Winnie, and welcome back to my channel. So a friend recently asked me, aside from the video, she watched my video of how I said how I knew my husband was the right one for me on a dating site. So she was wondering, like, what exactly made you be very sure. So just as a story time, I don't know if I shared with here or in another platform, but I was trying to tell my audience that when I was on a dating site, at the end of my searching era, at the end of my dating app experience, when I knew now it's time to let go, yeah, and pick someone serious, I was talking to two good potential, two good people whom at that time I thought they were good match or something. Everybody with their good side and bad side, or whatever I thought at that time was the ideal thing, yeah. So I'm like having these two people, and I am just thinking, what should I do? So one is talking about coming, starting a life in Africa, giving you that good life and living happily ever after. Another one is constantly, who is now my husband, constantly asking about your life. What do you do? How do you manage? How do you maneuver around Nairobi? He used to read a lot of articles about Nairobi. Once we talked, he's never been to Kenya. He would always constantly go online and search about Kenya, the latest news. So actually, more or less, I was in Kenya, but I was getting news about the happenings from him. So, but I also used to work the whole day, so I come home and I hardly even go to the news because I had to like check on my other business that I was running, side business at home, right? So what I wanted to say today was at work, I would work, and according to the my job description, I was supposed to work from around 8 to 5:30. But my work, because it ends at the end of the day with some report writing and submitting, so around between 3 and 4:30, I used to have like 1 hour time, 1 hour time of just staying, because my presence was needed there for supervisory reasons, or during that time, that last 1 hour, the other employees needed to do some cleanup, okay, like putting everything in order before they leave. So I was just supposed to make sure everything was in order, or but they also had supervisors, so the presence of me there was just crucial. And that time, at first I used to use it like listen to nice music or look at the next plan, or try to go online also. At the beginning, there was a 3 week period that I just use it to research on that particular job description, and I used to go and learn online studies to advance on my career. Yeah, so I used to. So when I got my certificate in that, so I had like a holding certificate from online studies. I was like, what next? Then I'm talking to this guy, and the other one. I was at first I was like, but this other guy is coming from English speaking country. I don't really need to go and learn another language. And now my husband, he comes and he would tell me point blank, you have to learn German language or anything. So at first I was like, "Oh, this is going to be hard." But I used to have a friend, God sometimes also send people. I salute that guy. Hello buddy. God sends people into your life to guide you. I don't know why I shared with him. I never ever shared anything personal in my workplace with anyone, but this guy, he was like my age mate, kind of. He would be like, what are you studying? What are you studying? So I told him, like, can I get a manly advice? I'm talking to these two people. I don't want to tell family. I don't want to tell people close to me. I believe that I want to keep everything as low as possible. I can only share success. So I'm saying this looks like a stranger. So I'm going to share my deals with him. So I don't know why I did it, but it was not, it was just God guiding me something. So I tell him, I'm talking to this guy, and I'm talking to this guy, and I met them on a dating site. And this one is talking about this, and I'm talking about this. I don't want you to advise me as a friend. We were not friends. So I'm telling you like a friend, but you're not my friend. I need a manly advice. You meet as a man, if you know how men do these things to get attention of women. What does this guy want, and what does this other guy want? So then that's how he helped me. I really want to say he helped me in picking. It's not like I didn't have a choice or I didn't want to pick, but sometimes you are in dilemma. And when you're talking to people online, you don't even know who is real. Both of them could be real, but I wanted something that's suitable. So he told me, I've not been here for long. I've been here just for around 1 year, and you're a little bit private with your personal life, but people talk, and people say you are when mtu unajituma, you're someone who likes to send herself out there, who is more curious. I want to learn and go to the floor in the production. It doesn't concern you, but you want to know things. So I think the one who is talking about you building your career, starting your life, already telling you about things, I think this is you. He sees you for you, and the other one wants to give you a life that he knows if he offers you would be ideal for a woman. Yeah, I want to give you a good life. I want you to buy your house, just stay maybe one of the suburbs and be my wife. And I told him, yeah, the reason he said that was because he says uh, I look younger, and because both of them had this age gap. Yeah, they were almost the other one was elderish, but I didn't mind about the age. I never mind about the age. It's always the connection that I consider. So he was like, this one is offering you what we call ideal life of someone who is offering you something that when things go south, he can definitely take it, or you might remain the same. The other one is offering you career development, a lot of opportunities abroad. Why don't you try some? So he gave me some nice tips, which I'll not share with you until you subscribe and like this video so that I can share it next time. He told me, try to say this and try to say this and balance. And with time, he really helped me. He became like my coach. This person was God sent. So after that, during that 1 hour session that I was always learning, I started searching for German words. I don't know why I did that. I didn't really like the idea of learning the language, but I started looking for words, and in the evening going back to talk to my hubby, then just a boyfriend or someone I talk to. I would tell him some of the words I've learned. I was also lazy, and I was like, I don't really want to learn the hard languages. If it doesn't work, I don't know where to put German language. So I would learn like the normal counting, the numbers, the words, the common things, yeah. And he would be impressed when I go home. But I want to say that the fact that my subconscious mind was already guiding me towards do this, learn the language before even seeing that person in person. Yeah, we talked for long, we'd be friends, and then now we are dating, and I'm starting to learn a language of someone who just told me that if it's okay and I want to, he could help me to process those papers and visa, and just come and build my career and build a life together. And if it works, it works, and it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I would say that it's number one, your subconscious mind. Number two, just the universe aligning you. And at that time, German language used to be interesting. Though, yeah, online learning, how some they tell you. So I used to learn, and if I were to get discouraged, I would, because when I would tell him some German language, they say, yeah, that one is used in Germany, or in South Germany, whichever. And in Austria, we say this way. So it's different, and you're going to learn more. But those are the ways in which you can know the person you're talking to. It's mostly based on the kind of conversation they put out there, the kind of question they ask. What do they say about your career? What do they say about your future? Are they only talking about like just sex? Sorry for saying that so loud. Are they just about intimacy? Are they just about beautiful body? I want to give you, because he already knows if he offers you that big house in Africa, he just has to invest like how many shillings? Yeah, like 5 million in Kenyan shillings in Africa, and that's all, and then give you some monthly allowance. Over someone who is going to now take that 5 million, put it as proof of funds, bring you abroad, and also offering you openness of career, and many other things that you have to consider, right? I don't want to go into details. And I'm also not saying that someone who is offering that you stay and maybe build yourself in your motherland over someone is bringing you up here is different. It's about specifically what kind of conversation do you hold with someone you are meeting online, and what is God saying about this kind of connection. And how about what the guy say? Is he ever concerned about you, or just about what he wants, his personal and sexual needs? And last, I call it, Tell me how your experience is on a dating site. Let me catch you up in the next episode. If you're watching me for the first time, you do not have any other reason not to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to catching you up in the next episode. My name is Winnie, and thank you for watching. Ciao.